It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears on Sunday night.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They go play action. Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Young. Throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Young. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might have been a situation where even though we don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Trent Taylor. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. Look at this. Middle of the field. Breakaway. Inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 62 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Fields. Touchdown Bears! Justin Fields finding Darnell Mooney. And the first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Young on 3rd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A big sack. That was Eddie Jackson on the safety blitz. Dropping the quarterback. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Taylor now returning it. Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Young. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. Throw outside, complete. That's Hubbard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks looks like one of the DBs has it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Herbert. He's got room past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, it's Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again is Fields. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. To the air again, Fields. And again back to Komet. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. The Bears were given a solid first half by their quarterback, Justin Fields. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Through the middle of the field. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Young. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. To return is Taylor. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the inning. Back now at Soldier Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Okay, ready?
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Young's throw here on target to Hurst. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. It's Young off play action. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. But we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Chicago offense set to get started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Still going. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 78 yards. And the Bears strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Young on first down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake, Young. To the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the side.
But Matt Eberflus clearly in disagreement with that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. To the air once more, Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
That throw by Young incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Young working out of the gun. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Young. And that is incomplete. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to throw. Fields gets this to Moore. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. All eyes on Fields. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football if in it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
St. Brown on the catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Hey, we got to get this done.
Stay tough, boys. Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here comes the Bears punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
A 20-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Onto the field now come the Bears. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Herbert to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Herbert powering up the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, we caught it. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and a yard. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
Yes, let's get it.
Herbert once more. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won out here in double
because your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up wooing.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers about ready to take over. It's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because we're going to play everyone back and keep everything in front.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's 3rd and 6. What can Young do in the OT? Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. They wanted to avoid the dreaded 4th down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on 3rd.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to 4th down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on 3rd.
So a little chunk there on 1st as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position, and you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. You get 6, so much the better. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Young. He had a man open, but missed it. It's incomplete. The other day they told us we're about 3rd and 5 or less. We have to be able to convert. I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.